Yes, now it's recording. Doesn't matter. Okay, yeah. Can you see this one?
Yeah, yes.
Yes. And in Twitter tweeted this thing, or not Twitter, Ola Electric tweeted this, all this data. Like, at what time, where he was going, and all of these things.
Did they share the person's name?
Yes, he said we send our heartfelt wishes for Mr. Balwant's son. So I think so. Little bit of information was revealed about whose person was this one. So.
And like, what is the opinion now? So, what did like the court get involved or anything like that? If he's, did he like filed a official complaint or not?
I don't think anyone has filed an official complaint. Like this. Father, is the claim. On the customers. I don't think
Are
anyone.
they mentioning what was the faulty thing about like the scooter?
No, they don't. The only thing I think so they have mentioned is they have not mentioned it, what exactly was the fault. So I'm not sure what actually went wrong. Yes, one of the, it's not here, but while preparing before this, I read that there was something wrong with the brake, that the boy who was riding the scooter, he tried to pull the brake, but hit the brake, but instead of stopping, the scooter instead accelerated and hit the truck. That is what happened.
And like, what does the data say in the tweet?
I don't know how to interpret this data. Let me just see it once again.
Okay, let's see what opinions.
Our operating system tracks various vehicle sensors data which we receive real time in our cloud. Below graph shows speed data on the 40 incident for a 30-minute duration till the accident time. So there is
section 1.
Section 1, the rider rode at high speeds in hyper.
The accident happened in section 3.
Yes, I think yes. Session 3, yes. Here the rider again started riding aggressively on hypermotors in 95 kph. Our data shows all three brakes being applied together, front, rear, and regenerative brake, likely due to an obstruction on the road. This brought the speed down of car from 80 to 0 in 3 seconds. Means if your car goes from 80 to 0 in 3 seconds, that means it definitely hit something. In the data, no sudden torque or acceleration is observed after braking. Yes, as I've said, this line you can see. In the data, no sudden torque or acceleration is observed after braking, contrary to the customer claims. That is what the father claimed. That when he applied the brake, instead of stopping, it started like it started accelerating. But that is not what happened. It probably looks like it was the boy's fault who was driving.
Maybe this data is accurate. If this data is accurate, then probably is that person's fault.
Yes. But again, now the second news is that they have released this data publicly, and now person is saying, why did they release this data publicly? Again, there is the second one. So anyways, there is a completely different issue now. Now I think so. This topic is also finished. Okay. Now you have written 3 topics here about one about this image reconstruction. You can choose.
I haven't prepared.
Okay. The second on this JP Morgan.
The third one. one of the JP, I don't remember the exact story, but let's talk about like metaverse in general.
Okay.
Like what they're doing is uh, from what I've seen that the metaverse it hasn't like completely been implemented, but in theory,
Hmm.
like companies can buy space in metaverse.
Yes.
For example, Nike store and all that.
Hmm.
And people will go to Nike store in VR.
Okay.
That is what basically metaverse is like.
Yes.
And like that thing doesn't make sense to me. Like the whole metaverse thing
Okay.
is becoming like a big ad space.
Hmm. Oh,
So what was
yes.
the purpose of making this?
Yes. What's the purpose? Means I don't know if one thing is sure that
I
if
mean, from little that I have seen, like
hmm.
how Mark Zuckerberg sells metaverses, there's like a virtual
Virtual.
virtual world, but mainly like where we don't have to we can stay at home and work from home, but having the sense of you're working at office or something like that,
Hmm.
where you're taking the meeting from home, but you can see people left, right, sitting at like a table.
Hmm. Yes.
It kind of makes sense, but like people will be buying virtual land with real money.
Yes.
They will be buying virtual Nike store,
Yes.
Nike shoes that are virtual, not even real.
Hmm.
Like it seems like well, there was no need of this thing.
Yes. Even I'm not sure what they are trying to do. But one thing is that since there is a lot of money involved,
Exactly,
I
but and the initial hype will be because like for most people they won't be looking at the intrinsic technology
hmm.
similar to like blockchain.
Yes.
No one really cared about blockchain. They the hype was because what is that coin? Bitcoin
Hmm. Yes.
increased in value a lot,
Yes.
and a lot of people made money. That is the reason. Metaverse, all the videos or articles or stuff like that, there is no talk about the like the technology, the VR.
Yes.
Basically, people are looking at it as a point of view of like from the perspective of making money.
Yes.
It's simply
Yes.
just another like big like a bubble that will last like what is it called pop it sometimes. Before that happens, I should
Hmm.
make the most I can of this.
Yes. From what I understand, it looks more like a bubble, but that is where I don't understand the utility of this thing. Means,
Yeah.
apart from making money, like what advantage does it give? That is what I don't understand at all. Okay,
Like
maybe
all the initial technologies that make money, it's
yes,
all right, but they have like an intrinsic purpose.
yes.
For
Means okay,
metaverse, you are creating the problem yourself and you're solving it yourself when you're saying it is like the next thing that people need.
yes,
In reality, like no one even asked for something like this.
yes. One way I can see like metaverse is evolution of user interface, like from from basic black and white, and even before that, those analog screens. From that, we have now this kind of uh, smartphones, and the user interface has improved. So I can see one way I can say this. The next level is from this 2D screens is okay, now 3D virtual. Yes, that way that I can understand. But all this virtual land buying NFT, that's what is that? That is a that's something I don't understand. Actually, I think I understand. I think so. Even though, as I've said, this might be the evolution of user interface from 2D to 3D, but as a business, the businesses want to say that okay, we since we're moving to this kind of a new form of interface, how best we can monetize this for
It is
2D?
trying to become everything.
Yes,
It is also a social media platform.
yes,
It is also like a retail ad space thing. You
hmm,
can buy virtual stuff. It is
yes,
also acting like a game. It
hmm,
is also a meeting place, like a video conferencing, all those things. Like its application can be everywhere, but people will look at it only from the point of view of trying to milk it,
Trying to,
get money out of it.
yes, yes, that is the main problem. This concept is actually good, means like it's nice, but
Yeah.
I think so. If eventually this thing fails, it is going to be because of all these things like this virtual lens and NFTs, all of those things. This virtual, this kind of things is potentially going to ruin this new thing. This actually a beautiful thing from a user interface point of view, but these kind of things might actually be its downfall. So
Things like this, like it has both, what I say, like the advantage and disadvantage. And if things are profitable, then many people will like invest in it and all that. But if they look at it from the point of view of only making money, the the quality will go down.
yes, yes, that's one way to look at it.
Similar to like how Facebook itself, the quality of Facebook itself has gone down. No one really uses Facebook for like the purpose of Facebook. It's only the only reason I have Facebook is to log in to some sites and all that.
Yes,
Because you have the option to use sign in using Facebook.
yes,
Similar thing might happen to Metaverse also.
yes, that might have. Yes,
At
go on.
this point, isn't it Facebook only? Isn't Facebook the only like? I don't even know how it is implemented. Like, is it a software thing, or do
Like
you have to buy Oculus?
yes, even I'm not sure how to like log into a metaverse thing, a software or application. I'm not sure yet how it happens. Okay. So I think I have two more topics to talk about. They're very brief topics. Just so one is this DALL-E to drawing. So
What?
DALLE to drawing. DAL. Let me just screen share. What this software is that you give descriptions about something and it will draw it. This is like it's an AI software. Okay, let me do. Is it visible now?
Yeah.
As you can see, this DAL or whatever this DAL, how is it pronounced? I don't know how is it pronounced, but it's a like if it creates images from the description of a natural language. Means you describe something.
Is it free?
I don't know. No, it's not. It's actually not free. I first heard about this in someone's blog, and he wrote that he's in a waiting list so that his description can be actually created. And that means it is not just freely available till now. Just like this is. You can get. I think so. This is okay. You write teddy bears, and this is the drawing that software is created. A bowl of soup. This is what the software created. Maybe. So yes, that's about the software. And last thing was, it is just about this is mostly a research thing. Harness the power of movement for wearable technology. So this this is a technology that uses the movement of the body, the energy that is created by the movement of the body to recharge the batteries of wearable technologies. That is what I understood from this article that I read.
What batteries do they use?
What kind of battery? Okay, just in batteries, the batteries for like smartwatches or some sensors. If you're someone is whatever it is, the use case is that for mainly for fitness people or athletes, they wear a lot of this kind of sensors to evaluate their performance. So for them, since they are already doing a lot of movement, so they want to create a technology so that that energy that is used to operate the battery is generated by the movement of the person itself. That's all about this technology. I mean, I'm not so sure how the whole scientific process behind it, but that's the main purpose behind this technology.
I think I heard something similar like a long time ago.
Yes, I heard about it too, like probably about 10 years ago, something called piezoelectric surface devices. I think so. When I was listening to watching Michio Kaku's videos, in one of his videos, he mentioned about this thing called piezoelectric. Means what it was that it was mostly a kind of a tiles where when someone walks through it, there is some pressure. The pressure is applied in the surface. Because of this, some energy is created or something. That is how you can generate energy by people walking.
Have you heard about mechanical watches?
No, mechanical watches,
Yeah.
the old watches,
Basically,
or something else.
they don't have any batteries.
Okay. How does it
I
work?
don't know the complete mechanism, but they have mechanisms inside the watch, and if you move, then it starts working. And I think for some amount of movement, it can last like a long time.
Yes.
So it's not like if you don't move for 5 minutes, you stop working.
Okay.
I also seen this because one of my friend had it. Like there is no actual like electronic battery in there.
Okay.
Some of the components are mechanical.
Okay.
And those cost a lot and very expensive office.
So, but how long does it last? Years.
Not years, I don't know I think it lasts a few weeks if you like do for like 10 to 15 minutes of mechanical like shaking or something.
Okay.
But if you like wear the watch every day, where you do small movements like you move your head around while walking, those kind of movement is enough to like it is like not how would I say, it doesn't cause any problems
Okay.
where you have to keep shaking it all the time.
Okay.
This is what I remember.
Yes, of course, means it needs some kind of movement, because otherwise it would become a perpetual machine, which is not possible.
Yeah.
Have you seen
It does
some?
require movement, but it lasts quite a long time.
Yes, means before all the energy dissipates, it lasts a long time.
Before like it is usable in that sense. Like it is not like an experimental. I think it's still they still make mechanical watches. I think so.
Okay. Yes. That's a very efficient thing. I mean, means the source of energy is very efficient, or not efficient, I would say creative way. I don't know the pro adjective that I use.
Renewal.
Yes, renewable. It's like the person who is using it, it is its energy source. There is nothing
Yeah.
external about it. That is a nice way of getting its energy from. Okay, so
Do you have anything more?
no, I don't have. I think so. All the topics are done. And finally, before finishing, I just want to talk about one more thing about that. Probably in our next discussion or video, I'll talk about a theoretical framework uh, to make sense of all the different kind of technology related news, because some technologies that I mentioned about this E2, this artificial intelligence drawing, and this kind of wearable technology, this kind of thing, those are very different from something like an talking about Ola electric scooters or talking about Netflix. In a way, we are talking about technology, but they are very different in nature, at very different stage of development. So I found a few frameworks that I have not created them. I have found them that other people use to make sense of different technologies. So probably in our next discussion, we'll discuss about that topic. So that in the future videos, when we normally talk about different kind of technology related news, we can make sense that okay, what are we actually talking about? Okay, so I think we should end it now.
Yeah,